State your stand between keeping money versus investing money.
I believe that there should be a balance between investing and keeping money, because 1 year in reserves means 300,000 in the bank plus 100,000 for fly now pay later. So for 1 year in reserves to happen, we have to have more inflows of cash. And more inflows of cash may mean that we have to invest in our members more so that they can perform better. So maybe that is the balance between investing and reserving money for the possible rainy days. I believe that there should be a balance between them, but yeah, there should no. The other one should not overpower the other. That it constrains that it either constrains the sustainability of the LC or it constrains the development of the LC's members. After all, the members of the LC are the ones driving the LC's growth.
For the past years, we've experienced some abusive partners who go beyond the contract, meaning they do things or don't do things na stated sa contract. So, as FLA, what is your stand and how will we address that? Will we be more aggressive in terms of demanding the obligations of our partners or what?
I think we should always perform our end of the bargain. Pero it does not mean that the company should take advantage of us just because they gave us money, they gave us exchange fees. I think they should just, we actually experienced this during National Leadership Development Conference with Migs Strong Eyes that asked for 300 sign-ups when we only had 150. So I think diplomacy between the two bodies can answer this, or there should really be stringent adherence to the contract, or we don't want the worst to happen which means that we have to sue other people.
Follow up. Will we be getting official legal support? Do you plan on getting official legal support? Like, for example, the College of Law or maybe an alumni na lawyer?
If we have the finances to do it, why not? If we need somebody to, a legal counsel to read our contracts, why not?
And for example, with partners that owe us money, for example, they use cash, what are your plans for when, for example, they give late payments or kind of skirt around giving us the checks and so on and so forth? How do you plan on dealing with partners like that?
So they don't give us.
No, like for example, we have a contract, but then it says the contract is supposed to pay by September, but they still haven't paid. What do you have any plans on, for example, are you going to charge them interest, or how are you going to get them to learn more?
I think what we can do to mitigate the situation is to contact them as often as possible, maybe, or if that won't work, maybe we could drop by their office or. I think yes. I've learned in one of my classes that delay in the delivery of your part of the bargain is punishable. Yeah. We have to stipulate everything in the contract so that we have something against it.
I have an answer. What is the current business model of ICTP?
Business model practice.
How it operates?
Well, as part of the finance department, I believe that the main operations of the local communication support, we support ICPPD as a whole, but as it turns out, as of now, I think it can.
How does it work? How does the community work?
Operations in terms of garnering exchange numbers, incoming exchange, and outgoing exchange provides us inflows and also constitutes us outflows in terms of servicing. For example, for OTX, we have at day or
Where does the product of the inflow come from?
I think most of them come from external.
What's the rate? That is an assumption where do you want to take? What business model would you like to take? do you see next?
I think if FLA has a big say in whatever business model AIESEC would want to pursue in the next term, I would want to keep the business model of sustaining the life of the LC through its operations, given that we are now product-based GSP, GPD, ICX, OGX. So I think there's more focus in terms of TNA saying getting more exchange participants to fly abroad. I think in that way, more exchange numbers can be gathered throughout the year.
Projects actually accounts for 40%. The biggest cost. From the audience, what is the criteria for selection of the people who will invest?
I think this will be dependent on the next year's talent management department's performance management system. I think before giving rewards and recognition, we should have to have a concrete evidence that this member actually performs very well. For example,
what would be the criteria?
Maybe as far top of mind, I think adherence to its deliverables, no delays, or performance.
How will you measure return on investment?
Return on investment. For example, this member is an assistant vice president who was qualified for conference subsidy of, say, 2,000 pesos. For example, return on investment in terms of how much the team garners after, say, for example, in 3 months' time after the subsidy was given, maybe 20 pesos as well.
What is actually what we share from the audience? You said that you would like to invest cloud. What would be your initial strategy to support the high outflow who are proposing an investment? Just give money away. How will you enable or how will you generate that incremental cash flow to support the investment?
I think, as I said earlier, we have the new structure of the global committee is now product-based, so there's more focus. So, in a gist, I am assuming that there will be more inflows in terms of, say, GNP, ICX.
How will finance contribute to that consumption?
Investing more.
Last, before I give it to Sam, how does exchange fit in finance? What will be the investment for exchange? How will finance for exchange?
I believe that finance can support exchange. I'm sorry, but I am a very advocate of investments through investments. So, for example, we invest on our members through training, in PNB, marketing, sales, or whatever, through learning sessions via our alumni. And yeah, they can apply these newly learned skills into their jobs as
Is there a current term that's happening already?
So we do want finance to be a motivating factor, right? So how will you do it? I think from your presentation, I get that you really do it to your members. You want them to be more visible, you want them to be more active in meetings and new strategies. But what do you think? Do you think you have members in the future that will have these capabilities to actually give out strategies to different functions?
I think this will be part of their job description. In the should elected, I will model these job descriptions into something that they should have backgrounds in strategy formulation or whatever. So I really think that since AIESEC is a platform for young leaders to develop their potential, I think for example, a business student should be able to apply his or theoretical skills into the organization for the betterment of the organization.
The current reality is that most of the finance members are just in their second year. So how can you say that they can actually contribute to the report?
think,
Just remember strategy meetings at the start of the very backing on the period.
Well, let Migs answer this briefly. Answer it briefly.
okay. Assuming that we will be third year next year, I think this at the start of the term, maybe I could, spearhead teaching them how to formulate strategies at first, and then in the long run they could devise their own ways of thinking into studying for me.